If you want to learn, watch this video and learn some things from it.
The Uber driver picking me up from Heathrow Airport was earning £500 a day 15 years ago. Today, he's 63 years old. Back then, he was an SAP consultant and he was doing really well. He had a nice house, he lived in a good area, they went on family holidays, he had a financed car, and the children were going to good schools. He did everything he believed a good father should do. He wanted to give his children the best start he could afford to give them. When the time for university came, he didn't want his children to take student loans. He didn't want them to start their adult life with student loan debts. But he also didn't have the cash. He couldn't afford to pay their university tuition. So he remortgaged his house. For him, he thought, what am I working for, if not for the children? And the plan worked. His first daughter became a doctor and his son became a mechanical engineer. They were both successful. They were both doing well. This is exactly what he wanted. Then he got older and he couldn't really secure the kind of jobs that he had before. He was sending out his CVs, he was speaking to recruiters, he applied for so many roles, but nothing changed. Eventually, because he had bills, he had to settle for Uber. At first, he was just doing it temporarily, just before something else came along. And then 1 year became 2 years. 2 years became 5 years. One day, he called his daughter. Melody, things are a bit tight at the moment. Is there any way you can support us a little? Dad, I got my home bills to pay. And that was that. That was what Melody said to her father. And the truth is, Melody had her own mortgage. She had her own children. She had her own responsibilities and she had her own life. She was living simply according to the values that she grew up with. Independence, self-sufficiency. She was trying to build her own household and she had to prioritize herself before her father. Meanwhile, her father grew up with a completely different set of expectations. He grew up believing that parents sacrifice for their children and also maybe children would look after their parents as well. He spent 30 years raising British children while expecting Nigerian outcomes. One day, he will become too old to drive. He will become too old to work, too old to live independently. And Melody will sign the paperwork for his dad to go to a care home. Melody will not hesitate. She won't have a moral dilemma. As far as Melody is concerned, she's solving the problem the exact way the society taught her to solve it. Melody has different values, different assumptions, different expectations because she didn't choose the values of her father. She chose the societal values, the values of the society that she grew up in. The uncomfortable thing here is that the man still has options. He owns his house. He has equity in his house. He can sell it tomorrow. He can still release some capital. He can decide to exit for himself instead of driving Uber till his old age. He could create a different ending. But will he? Or will he continue drifting himself until somebody else chooses the ending for him? Because you know what? Somebody always does. The children, the healthcare system, the care home, the state. Somebody always chooses the ending for people that refuse to choose it for themselves. Your children are not your pension. They are not your retirement strategy. If your entire old age depends on your employer, your government, or your children making sacrifices for you later, then maybe what you have built is not security. Maybe it's dependence that simply hasn't been tested yet. The goal was never to leave. The goal was never to stay. The goal was always to have a choice. What choices will your 65-year-old self have?